Hello everyone. Since the beginning of my post-graduation I have been interested in cavernous and imaginary dark spaces such as outer space and try converting them into theatrical setups. I started with making geometrical constellation drawings such as these. I later converted them into a small animation for my interim show at the Brixton East Gallery. Soon after this, I took my research into a slightly different direction and started exploring different materials such as ferrofluid, non-Newtonian fluid, magnetic clay, and more. Further getting into the subject, I started reading about the cosmological Eastern philosophies from India, which led my interest into the theory of nothingness, which I introduced in my practice as well as my research paper. I started looking for artists who have already explored this idea, and I came across an artist, Yves Klein, and his series of photographs called Leap into the Void, where he is falling on the street with a blissful expression on his face. With more research I stumbled upon Nanesh Kapoor's exhibition in Paris in 2011 called Almost Nothing, where he had depicted the void in several materials and mediums. In my paper I have mentioned two of his works called Cloud Gate and Swayambhu, which were based on the same Eastern philosophies of Hinduism and Buddhism. I started contemplating ideas as to how to depict the void in my own practice, and after reading a lot of text on this subject, I got to know about the quote which says, "In the beginning there was darkness hidden inside the darkness, and all this universe and illuminated." See. To show this I made a moving image with drops of water falling in a space. I shot this video with a bowl full of water mixed with black ink with water droplets falling from the top. This work was exhibited at the Digital Mezzotune Gallery. Another way in which I depicted void was the small pieces, which I did for the pop-up show in our studios. In this work I used iron shredding, which are held together to make different self-generated formations with help of magnets at the back of the board. In my next project I used ferrofluid, a liquid that reacts to magnet. I will use a circuit with electromagnet, which will react to sound. With sound the liquid will move to make spiked formations. In this work Ed has been a great help and I am really thankful to him. According to ancient texts of India, sound may be a reason for creation. There is even sound of creation as well. In this work spiked formation will be formed with sounds, which are surrounding in the space. As the view will come closer to the piece, the formations will keep on expanding. Another work, which is based on the theatrical setup I talked about in the beginning, is based on the same subject. For this work I give an example of a human body where food gives energy to perform actions and the brain gives all the instructions. So, we could say that it is rather the connection of mind and body which allows us to exist. In my sculptures, the green represents the body and the burnt wood represents mind. Both together represent the balance we may need to perform all life's functions. This installation is a journey of existence, dissolution and again regeneration. I have even recorded a poem with Charles, which will give a hint of what this installation is all about. It will also have a video in a background of stars and sun, where sun will act as a dead end of this journey. Thank you everyone. I appreciate your feedback.